Hello and welcome to this week's edition of NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman. I'm Kevin Ochsner. Thanks for joining us. Topping this week's cattle industry news, the United States Secretary of Agriculture, Tom Vilsack, says USDA's operating budget will be slashed by over $1 billion if the current sequester stays in place. If Congress can't come to an agreement, $85 billion worth of cuts will go into effect this year and stay in effect until 2021. $1 to $1.5 billion of that would have to be cut from the United States Department of Agriculture. To accommodate these cuts, Vilsack says USDA would have to implement a 15-day furlough for all meat safety inspectors. NCBA Vice President of Government Affairs, Colin Woodall, hopes Vilsack will consider some different options to minimize the sequester's impact on the beef industry.
In some of his initial comments, Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack actually said he was going to do a potentially 15 consecutive days of a shutdown. That would just absolutely paralyze our industry. It would restrict the flow of beef to our consumers, probably see an increase in the price of beef, and more importantly to our members is that it would back up the flow of cattle. And there would be even more expenses just to make sure that we are feeding and watering these cattle as we wait for the inspectors to come back on the job. Now, we hope that that's not the case. There are some other options out there where the Secretary could just choose to shut down plants one day a week or have rotating shifts. We're hoping that he actually looks at several options rather than just absolutely killing our industry. Unfortunately, though, he's already had an impact on us because his initial comments actually had some downward pressure on the futures market. So we've had members that have lost money because of his comments already.